Hi, today I'm going to discuss a guide to water conservation, saving water and the earth. So, water conservation is the careful use and preservation of water supply, and it includes both the quantity and quality of the water utilized. Water is an essential asset for the nourishment of all life. The fundamental demand for all activities operates local use to the agricultural industry. With the regular expanding rate of the human population, there has been serious tension on water resources. Negligence of customary water bodies like tanks and lakes, unpredictable abuse of groundwater, and incorrect preservation of surface water systems have bothered the issue. Still further, and is not no doubt going to grow in the years to come. There are various approaches to making your water lost nowadays. One simple yet often disregarded strategy to cut your water bill is to use your water twice. Unlike electricity, you can reuse water again and again. That's the idea of water conservation. What is water conservation? So, water conservation is the practice of using water efficiently to reduce unnecessary water usage. According to Fresh Water Watch, water conservation is important because fresh, clean water is a limited resource as well as a costly one. As a homeowner, you're probably already well aware of the financial costs of inefficient water use. Conservation of this natural resource is critical for the environment and our wallets. So nowadays, just like our water pump here, kay via electricity gid siya. So water conservation is very important here in our house. Kaya aside from paying bills of our water, we're paying bills for the electricity so that we'll have water. So main reasons to conserve water. First, conserving water saves energy. Energy is important to filter heat and pump water to your house, so lessening your water use likewise decreases your carbon traces. Consuming less water keeps more in our environments and aids with keeping wetland habitats best for creatures like others, water voles, herons, and fish. This is particularly significant during dry season periods. Conserving water can save you money. If you have a water meter, the less water you use, the less you might be charged for your water company. So I agree to this. So the less na mo magamit mo og water is the less inyong bayaran jud sa inyong water company. So pareha na mo narami sa kanang barangay naka-connect. So it's lesser kay dili man kami nagagamitan og water, dili we only use water for cleaning, for taking a bath, and for drinking we use mineral water which sige may refill for like 20 per gallon. So moving on. So why it's important to conserve water? First, to prepare for future droughts, which never happens here in the Philippines. Next, to guard against rising costs and potential conflicts. So for this, today, kay kanang grabe jud ang pag-increase sa mga bayaran kay tungod sa taxes nga nag-increase today. So it's best na magkanang save gid og water to avoid rising costs and especially daghan bayaran. So next, to preserve the environment. Of course, kay naubang water nga ginakuha nato ilawom sa yuta pareha ng puso. So to preserve the environment, it's best na mag-save kita og water para ang ilawom is dili siya mahitdan og water bitaw, so that our trees will still grow and kanang mas ligo na nga itong mga trees. So next, to make water available for recreational purposes. So nowadays, uso kay ng pool, springs and such, pero no worries for the spring kay it's overflowing man, so in and out ra ang water. So for this, important din naman gid ng recreational activities kay it's important to protect your mental health. So one way to unwind is of course go swimming and such. So next, to strengthen communities. So next, what are water-related problems? First, pollution. Water pollution is the contamination of water sources by substances which make the water unusable for drinking, cooking, cleaning, swimming, and other activities. Pollutants include chemicals, trash, bacteria, and parasites. All forms of pollution eventually make their way to water. So for this, we have here in Carmen, we experienced water pollution once. I remember our water is from Bukking King, and there is one time na the water or the water source is near to a septic tank, and then the septic tank exploded and all waste niadto dito sa water. So adili siya ingon literally nga niadto sa tubig ang tanang waste kanang murag hadlok lang siya gamiton kay maybe there are some bacteria or any trash or any parasites kaniadto sa tubig, so it's not safe to use jud. So by that day we never use it for drinking, so we never use that water for drinking jud kay it's we're not sure if it's safe unless if you have like a machine na mo limpyo sa water bitaw. We only use the water for taking a bath, but it's really not that really not that accurate. We had a baby that time, so we among kaligo namang bata, then after that among kaligoon og mineral water just for safety purposes. So next, water shortages. So this is one of the most biggest problem here in the Carmen, so water shortage. So water scarcity is the lack of fresh water resources to meet standard water demand. These are two types of water scarcity. First is the physical or economics water scarcity. For the physical water scarcity is where there is not enough water to meet all demands, including that needed for ecosystems to function effectively. So for this, very hot issue ni siya here in Carmen, especially during elections time, because people were basing na kinsay maka-resolve sa issue of our water kung kinsay ilang butaran, which is fine kay it has been really an issue here in Carmen. So what are the causes of water shortages? First, natural calamities such as droughts and floods, but we don't experience drought much here, pero floods, yes, maka-experience tana. Increased human consumption. Okay, the more mo dagan ng tao, the more mo dako pod ang consumption sa tubig, which is dali siya mahurot. So third, lastly, is overuse and wastage of water. So overuse and wastage of water, like for example, overuse by taking a bath, like for example taking a bath. So butan ta lang, you take a bath 4 times a day. So the three times na hindi take a bath ka kay wala lang, trip lang nimo, so that's overuse and wastage of water. So it's best o madala nga 1 time or 2 times na kamaligo a day, do it kay sayang kayo ang tubig. So next, saving water is important. Yes, it is really important kay as mentioned above or as mentioned earlier, important din siya kay it's for our best support and our environment's best. So next, how can we save water? So there are a lot of ways to save water. So quick trivia guys, I've read a trivia on Google, and it says na ang tubig na imong giagi sa kinilis sa bugas is one way to patambok bitaw sa plants or a fertilizer. So pwede siya ang fertilizer. So how can we save water? First, recycle na to ang tubig. As mentioned earlier, ang agi sa itong ginilisan sa tubig, mo itong ibubo sa atong mga tanong. So, or we can try po na ang ato ang gipang like for example, naglimpyo to sa to ang sakyanan. So, ang waste or like ang water nga imong gimixan sa tubig, pwede nimo i-limpyo sa inyong CR. So, recycling the water. So, basically that's the way that we can save water. And of course other ways to save water is not overuse it. So pila na mo kailangan para sa imong kaugalingon sa pagkaligo, mao ra gid imong i-consume. So that's a way to save water. So next, that's all. Thank you. We're done now.